conference started on the 28th with the arrival of the CWP Steering Committee members. That was followed by the arrival of the members of the Executive Committee. And before the official opening, there was also a CWP conference in preparation for the election of the chairperson, which was scheduled for the 4th. The small branches also conducted their business. On Sunday, the women parliamentarians completed their conference, and at the same time saw the arrival of all delegates, observers, members of the Society of the Clerks at the tables, and their spouses, in preparation for the official opening of the conference, which took place on Monday.
It is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all delegates to this 59th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference here in Johannesburg.
As the CPA South Africa branch, we are your proud hosts and have drawn on the support of our South African legislative sector to provide the setting for this international gathering.
The Commonwealth Parliamentary Association has an important role to play in the promotion of democracy.
It's our task to learn from each other, to compare likenesses, to discuss differences, to listen, to absorb, to understand, and to help each other to find solutions to problems which in many cases are common to us all. Here lies the strength and purpose of CPA.
I think this is the third conference that I'm attending. As I was saying in my speech, that there's an outgoing chairperson who we elected in Kenya, Nairobi in 2010. And this body has been able to come up with a strategic plan of a 5-year period, which outline on issues which women should be able to do as parliamentarians.
CPA is a wonderful organization founded on democracy. You learn a lot from, while we are different people and different cultures, it surprises you how much the issues affect us all the same.
Well, some of the workshops that we'll be attending in the coming days kind of highlight the themes. Like there's the issue of aging populations in all of our countries.
They give me a better understanding of some of the global issues, especially where unemployment is concerned for young people. So it has really been broadening my scope.
Well, today we are doing a tour, and today is should I say, a sort of free day, where we're trying to do a bit of looking around Johannesburg. Here we're looking at the Apartheid Museum.
By heading all the way up, it's more like focusing on the future, living the past.
I think it's quite moving and very overwhelming, I think. I think the guide said it best. I don't think we have enough time to really comprehend and grasp the enormity of what actually happened over the years with apartheid. And now being here brings back a whole lot of emotions, just reading, and sometimes you just have to walk away because it's just too overwhelming. My generation hasn't experienced anything of that enormity. You read about it in books, but when you're actually here and you're seeing it for yourself and reading, and even having to enter the museum in itself was very astounding for me because I've never experienced that. So I think the whole experience is something that it gives you a greater appreciation for the strides that have been made by blacks on a whole.
To us, Mandela has been not only a South African icon, but a sort of symbol of not only democracy, but of what can be achieved if you have a leader who can forgive and who can ensure that there is reconciliation.
I remember I was in England as a student and saw that photograph, and it had the most piercing effect, as I think it did for the entire world. And I believe it was pivotal in changing the global consciousness about what was actually happening in South Africa.
I was here 45 years ago as a member of the Australian schoolboys cricket team, and this is my first visit back to South Africa in all that time, and the contrasts are just amazing.
In a ballot of two candidates, there is an equality of votes. The presiding officer shall, by lot, draw the name of one of the candidates who shall be deemed to have achieved the number of votes. The Honorable Rebecca Kadaga got 68 votes. As returning officer, I wish to hereby declare the Honorable Rebecca Kadaga as having been duly elected as the chairperson of the Commonwealth of Women and Parliamentarians for the next 3 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to express my sincere gratitude to the entire CWP and the CPA for your overwhelming support this morning, which has enabled me to be successfully elected to the post of CWP chair for the period from now to 2016. I accept the post with gratitude and humility. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the outgoing chair, Honorable Boyd Knights, and the members of the steering committee for the exceptional leadership, commitment, and passion over the past 3 years. I'm standing tall today because I'm standing on the shoulders of the other leaders of the CWP who have come before my time. Thank you so much.
It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve the CWP for the past 3 years. And I have to say that it was this great support that I received which gave me the strength to make me do the things that I was able to do. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve the CWP and CPA.
She's a new chairperson who's taking from Alex Boyd Knight as a chairperson of the CWP International.
The CWP is part of the CPA, but we do have a strategic plan at the CWP to ensure that we improve the representation of women throughout the Commonwealth. We still have over 20 countries that do not still have women in the legislature, so it's our responsibility to speak about these issues, lobby for them, advocate for them, and see that the commitments are fulfilled. Agenda 1, I'm going to sit down with the steering committee, identify the countries that are in deficiency, and then arrange to go and visit in those countries, meet with the political parties, and also see whether we can discuss changes to the constitution and the electoral laws to ensure that the commitments made by the governments many years ago are finally brought to fruition.
I always remind the members that when we do or talk about these important issues, we need to go back to our parliaments and say, what legislation have we passed ourselves in order to make reality on the issues that we are discussing?
In the Millennium Development Goals workshop, which I attended, we were looking at the issue of presently MDGs and the challenges, as well as post-2015, what happens. The issue that was thought to be an omission was the issue of climate change, that was not focused enough in the discussion on the Millennium MDGs, which are with health, education, poverty reduction, which are all absolutely important. But if you don't deal with the big pictures of peace and climate change, then a lot of what you are struggling for is going to be undermined and eroded.
I always believe as a leader that there's room for improvement in whatever you are doing. The thing in your mind should be 100% is the good achievement.
The purpose of SOCAT is to share information, to learn from each other, to learn from each other's experiences. There are very interesting topics on the agenda of SOCAT. Mr. Michael Kotsi is also delivering a paper on parliamentary developments. We also have the development of our oversight model, the topic on the development of our public participation framework. There's also one topic that is of interest to me, the use of social media in the chamber. If a member, for instance, tweets to the outside world and it's charged criminally, whether that member can claim parliamentary privilege as having said that, or that tweet having been sent from the House and therefore being covered by parliamentary privilege. We were honored to receive the delegates. We were honored to be at their service, and we hope that we have given them the best service that they could. I hope that they have enjoyed the hospitality of the Republic of South Africa. I hope that they have learned one or two things. I wish them a safe journey back home.